Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be discussing the 2002 film Bending Like Beckham, starring Pamela Negra, Keira Knightley, and also stars Archie Parjimbi. If I'm pronouncing the names right. And of course, this film is, a soccer film, or football, as it's called. The actual sport of football, not the American football, which sucks. Different video for another day. This film is also called British comedy, drama, sports film. It's everything in one shot. Of course, it follows a girl, was played by Pamela Negra, who of course later on starred on the television series ER. This movie actually stars three stars who later on will become famous for being on either TV or movies. Because this was like 3 years before Keira Knightley starred in the first two Pirates of the Caribbean films, and also you have Archie Parjimbi, who years before she starred on the TV show The Good Wife, who played Pamela Negra's sister in this movie. But this movie sort of Pamela Negra is a 18-year-old Sikh girl or Indian girl who, I'm talking about from India, now American Indian, of course. And this film is set in England, so instead of calling soccer, the sport soccer as they play, it's actually called football, which is the actual term of the sport, except in every other country except for the United States, because they get confused with the NFL. So, and she plays soccer very well, and she is a big fan of the English soccer star David Beckham. That's why it's called titled Bending Like Beckham. And David Beckham and his wife do make a cameo, but at the very last scene in the movie. Anyway, she's a big David Beckham follower and emulates him in terms of the way she plays soccer, right? She's able to kick the ball in certain ways and bend it in different crazy angles to score. And there's one girl who Keira Knightley sees her playing in the park, or a local park, and says, "Hey, well, why don't you join our team? We have a girls' team, and we try to form our own league, and we have try and go professional. It's kind of like a semi-pro league." And she says, reluctantly, Pamela Negra's character says yes, even though her parents were against it. And the reason why her parents were against it was because the mother was a stout believer, or the girls, or Sikh girls who don't do that type of stuff, are not into sports. She's more into the traditions of that culture. And you do see a lot of that traditions throughout this film. But after a while, that type of part gets a little bit boring. But they put a lot of that stuff into the film, which of course is not too bad if they do that. I mean, it's interesting for an all but different culture, or the Indian culture. I mean, it's fine, but kind of like almost every other scene is either something with the Indian culture or a soccer scene. And they had more of the Indian culture stuff in there than the soccer scenes, which is, of course, if it's a sports film, naturally, of course, you want to see the sports stuff. And of course, you see Keira Knightley. I have to mention there's some scenes in this movie where you see Keira Knightley wearing nothing more than a sports bra and shorts. So if you want to see how smoking hot she was before she did the pirate movies, I mean, you can check her out wearing a sports bra. You can see how thin, type of figure that she has. She is very thin, a very slender girl. I mean, she is. And at one point in the film, she was confused for a boy, because there was one particular scene where they just won a big game, and they were hugging each other, and waiting for at a local bus stop, hugging each other. So they're excited, the possibility of an American scout for American women's soccer team seeing them. and because they were told by their coach, and so they were excited. And the fiance and the family of the fiance who's going to marry Primera Negri's sister saw them and saw that hey, he was kissing a white boy instead of an Indian boy. And so why should let our son marry into a family like that? So at first they canceled the wedding. Eventually the wedding was put back on. Eventually in the film, and they thought that Keira Knightley's character was a boy, even though she was a girl. And of course, the one character that was really over the top was the one Keira Knightley's mother. I forgot who played the part. Thought that her daughter was a lesbian because she's always into sports. She never wears girls' clothes, never wears dresses. Even though she does have the looks to be a hot young girl, but her character doesn't wear dresses and stuff like that, and thought that her friendship with Primera Negra's character, they thought they had like a lesbian relationship, which of course was also not true. And of course, and because they did get into a fight, the two main characters over the coach, and because Primera Negra had more of a crush, developed a love interest with the coach, and Keira Knightley says, "Hey, I think I have the hot. If it wasn't my coach, I would, have sex with, have a love affair with him if it wasn't my coach." But Primera Negra's character said, they were like making out a couple of things, and they got caught by Keira Knightley, and so they got into a fight, and or sorry to say an argument, not an actual physical fist fight, and so they tried to sell the whole thing, and the mother found out they were fighting. Or Keira Knightley's mother found out they were fighting, but I thought they were fighting with each other. That each other were lovers, which of course also was, like you just said, it wasn't true. But of course, the big moment at the end of the film, the reason why the father was initially for, or sorry, Primera Negra's father was for it at first, when they said no, and the reason why is because he was on the local cricket team, and they kicked him out because of what he was, and that was Sheikh. And they're not Muslims; they're sheiks with the turbans. So from India, you're talking Indian sheiks. So he was reluctant in letting his daughter go into sports because of what happened. They thought they would take it out on her as well. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, and Primera Negra's character said, "Hey, I have an opportunity to go to America. You got a scholarship to go to college, and you don't have to pay a nickel for it. It's a great opportunity for me. Why are you denying this opportunity?" And the father says, "Because of what happened to me." And then the father one time saw his daughter play. He said, "Hey, okay, go for it." Even though the mother would still get, "Hey, you should go follow the tradition. You should be married already at 18, like your sister, like your older sister." Like again, was played with Archie Porchimbi from The Good Wife, and at first they hardly recognized him for the girl for being the private investigator on The Good Wife. He played Kalinda on The Good Wife, but they were all good in this movie. I mean, and it's not a bad performance on the lie. And is it the greatest movie we've ever seen? I've seen no, but it is a good entertaining movie. It's like fun to watch. Like I said earlier, it's fun to see Keira Knightley in a sports bra. I mean, that's the highlight. If you happen to be a fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and you like Keira Knightley in the film, you can see her when she was smoking. I don't think she wasn't hot in the Pirates movies, but if you see her when she was really hot, you see her in Bending Like Beckham, as well as the girl who was on ER, on the television show ER for the last couple of seasons before it went off the air. She was in this movie as well before she was on ER. So which was also kind of fun to watch. The three actresses that became stars later on in their careers, which is kind of fun to watch. But I mean, in terms of the movie, I think the movie was fine. It's an entertaining movie just to watch it once, especially if you are a soccer fan. You can watch it once, and you can pretty much forget it afterwards. See, if you see it like 2, 3, 4 times, you get bored by it. At some point, I did get bored of it, especially when they had the over the top, when they go over with the all the traditions of the Indian culture. I mean, which is fine at first, especially when they had the wedding scene, and it was fine. But when the mother kept pushing her Indian culture, said, "You have to do this, you have to do this, you have to learn how to cook, you have to do this," on the daughter who wanted to play soccer, I mean, it was just a little bit too much, in my opinion. It's almost kind of like my Big Fat Greek Wedding, when they keep shoving the Greek culture that everybody stole in that movie. It's almost the same. I don't want to say the same premise, but it's the same idea of pushing the culture down the daughter's throat. They should be more like old traditions instead of being more moderate. I mean, you can understand the point when you're like killing out the traditions. I mean, I understand that, but it's like too much. It's like too much in the movie instead of focusing on the soccer stuff. And of course, on the day, well, I should mention the day they have a big finals match, championship match. Then the same day as Pamela Negri's sister getting married, and so, but halfway through the winning, she cuts out, goes to finish the rest of the game, scores the winning goal. Actually, runs back, and at first the parents were mad at her for doing it, and then they found out, and then they told her, or the brother, I think the brother or the friend, took her to the game. Pamela Negri's character to the game, and he says, "Look, she has the opportunity to go. Now she has a scholarship to go to college in America, and Santa Clara is one of the best schools you have in the United States." And said, "Oh," and the parents were like, "Oh, really?" And said, "Then they're for it, because she could go to college without them paying for it." And they were, and at the end, they eventually come around at the end of the film. But as long as you know how to cook now, you're fine. I mean, the mother had to give it one more dig into the door, and of course, at the end of the film, both parents of the two main characters go to the airport, and at the airport they saw David Beckham and his wife. It's like a real you didn't exactly see their faces, but it's like a play as they're walking on a catwalk in the airport on an upper level. So, hey, that's David Beckham. Hey, this is a sign for us to do well. And that's how the pretty much the movie ends. And like I said, it's an entertaining movie, especially if you like sport movies. And it's really the first really good soccer film. Even though another one, Ronnie Dangerfield, called Ladybugs, was not that good, but I have to say this one is the first really good soccer film. So that's my review of the movie Bending Like Beckham. Please click on the video, please rate it. Feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video to your Facebook pages. You can check out all of my videos and on my YouTube channel at RowdyC.com. That's OWDY. C.com. There's a homepage to the Rowdy Reviewer, Chris Lee Moore, and please check out all my videos on my check out all of his videos on his website as well. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.